Welcome back to Central Valley Talk, COVID edition. We are, the show must go on, as they say, so we here at Central Valley Talk are trying to chug along and stay on the air and keep interesting guests coming in every day. And guess what? I'm alone in the studio because I don't want to catch the COVID from anybody, and I don't want anybody to catch it from me. But we are reaching out to the community to find people who are doing things, who are keeping active, who are helping the community and finding ways to function in the COVID-19 environment. To that end, our old friend, Carlson Herbert, is here from Fresno. Welcome, Carlson.
Hey, Mike. It's good to see you.
Now, we have you sitting out in front of maybe an apartment complex. I can't see exactly what it says, but there's a sign out there. Tell us what, the courtyard. There you go. Tell us about Fresno. What is Fresno?
Yeah, so Fresno invests in under-resourced communities by running after-school programs, mentoring relationships, and moving people into those communities to live with the people, to understand where they're at instead of just coming in and saying, here's the way we do this. Instead, coming and learning, asset-based development, understanding what's the assets that community already has and how can we help build on those, connect resources. So Courtyard, where you're sitting, is also where I'm sitting in my apartment in Courtyard, in the Courtyard Apartments, Sean 99 area.
Yeah,
and
through the magic of technology, it looks like I'm sitting in the Courtyard, by the way. Now, so this is
welcome. I think I can hear you.
Thank you. This is one of the communities you're serving then, Sean 99 area.
Yes.
Is that the
yes.
What do they call something city area? Anyway, Highway City.
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, Sean. That
would be on the. That's close. That's close. Yep, that's the other side of the freeway.
Now, the way I understand it is you have volunteers to come out and be active in the community, maybe college kids or something like that.
Yeah. So I'm a part of one of the groups where I've moved in here. It's a year commitment, August to August. I'm here for the long haul to get to know these kids in this neighborhood. There's another site more downtown where people are living there, and then there's a lot of other sites we have where people come in. And it's a lot of just getting to know the community, you learning about these people, learning how to love them. I'm from an area that is not like this, and so there's a lot I just don't understand. And so I'm here as a student to learn. I'm here as somebody ready to serve in any way, and then to also kind of help out if there's any ways to help out. When we knock door to door, it's like, hey, I'm here to help you. I'm not here to sell you anything. I want to serve you and see how I can do that. So it's a really cool opportunity to grow and be challenged.
So for starters, I guess you engage the community. You say hello to people walking down the sidewalk or in the laundry room or kids playing outside. Yeah.
And right now that's a bit of a challenge in some ways, but also it's kind of the same as it always has been. You wear a mask, you stay a little bit further apart, and then you just knock on your neighbors' doors. And I know I've always struggled like getting to know my neighbors and that kind of thing. But there's a level of intentionality that when I don't have the motivation, it's kind of like, well, actually, I have to do it. That's the reason I'm here. So it's this kind of good reminder of like, oh, yeah. And then every time it's a blessing. Every time I meet somebody here, it's just always such a blessing.
Now, I understand the people who are put into these sites are volunteers, but they get an apartment for a year. Is that right?
Yeah. They they say there's either two reasons you do this, either because you want a free apartment or because you want to serve people, and one of those is the wrong reason.
Right.
But it's really nice that that there's that. You can focus more on serving because you don't have to worry as much about paying rent. Okay.
Now, just on the first glance at this, it seems like that's an expensive program to run.
Yeah. In some ways it is, and in many ways the Fresno team's like one full-time staff, 3 part-time people. They do everything they can to serve and have the widest reach we can with the littlest cost as possible, to do as much as we can for the community. And a lot of that comes from those local partnerships, churches, other groups that help us with volunteers, and really kind of finding the people already in the community, even parents that want to help out.
Well, that's my big question is where does the funds come from? I see carefresno.org, so it's a nonprofit, obviously. Where do the funds come from?
Yeah, the funds come from grants, the partnerships with churches, and then the biggest area is individual people who give. So we actually have our big virtual fall ball happening September 18th.
Oh, that's right. We're going to talk about one of your fundraising events. Tell us about that. Fall
ball. It's really easy to find more information on the website. Like you said, carefresno.org. There's a raffle and stuff. We've even worked out a way to do a dessert raffle where you buy it in advance and then we deliver the dessert to you so that you can either enjoy it that night during the virtual event or right afterwards. And it's a great opportunity to learn more about what Care Fresno is doing. This is our 25th year. I obviously have not been a part of it for 25 years, but it's been 25 years working with the Fresno police, the community, seeing lives transformed, even some of the kids, the youth that have been a part of the program, growing up and then now being mission care residents, which is what I'm doing is called. And now they're investing in their exact same community. And so there's so many cycles of poverty and of hurt and of brokenness, and to come in and to help break that cycle and see even through her, like now she's starting new cycles of investing in the community, and it just multiplies.
Wow. This is absolutely one of the best programs I've ever heard. You know, everybody wants to help and they volunteer to do something for an hour here or an hour there, but the whole idea of saying we're going to change this neighborhood by moving into it and being part of it and affecting it that way, it's just an incredible idea. And I keep trying to figure out how do you pay for it. Well, here's one way. You have this big fundraiser, the fall ball, and this year it's going to be virtual. We don't have to go to the ball.
Yes.
And I like this because it's a ball. You think of dancing, and I don't like to dance, so I'm going to love this one. I get to help out a little, and I don't have to go dance anywhere, and that'll be fun. So what will be the activities? Will it be during certain hours, the virtual fall ball?
Yep. I believe it starts at either 6 or 7. I don't have the flyer right with me, but I think that's something you might be able to see on your screen.
Yeah, we have it right up on the screen. So
what was the time? So I can put it on my calendar.
I think it says 6 o'clock. Yeah, 6 o'clock in the evening.
Perfect. That's what it was.
It says the date. Is it the September 18th,
yes,
2020 at 6 o'clock in the evening. It doesn't say how late it lasts. It may go all night for all we know. If you start having fun.
Yeah. And I want to also add there's a lot of different levels that people are able to be a part of this change. I don't know if I've got do I have a couple more minutes?
Yeah, we have all the time you want.
Okay. I was really kind of hit just with, I don't know, schools are virtual. I've really been like challenged, what do I think about that? Where it's like the virus is a really big issue, but also like kids learning is a really big issue too. And kids who might only have one parent who's working, like there's so many challenges. And that was just making it really complicated for me. And I was really kind of like, well, this just kind of sucks all around. It sucks, which is true. But then I was like, wait, actually, like, I wish somebody would be able to help and make a difference. I was like, wait a second, like, that's me. I can't help all of the kids in Fresno Unified, or this is Central Unified. But like, I can help the 12 kids that go to program. I can help the other 50, 60, 100 kids that live in this neighborhood in some small way to help them learn, help them be a part of their thing in school. And so there's a lot of opportunities with mentorship that anybody who wants to can get connected with the youth. We want to have every youth with some kind of mentor that's there to spend time with them virtually or physically, whatever that comfort level is, and just invest in them, listen, care about them, even kind of encourage them to do even more. And then there's volunteers. Like we have program 4 days a week from about 3:30 for 2 hours. And we're taking all sorts of precautions, half the groups inside, half the groups outside, smaller groups, masks, all that kind of stuff. But like we're really here for the kids. And so if there's anybody who really cares and wants to invest in the kids, they are welcome to be a part of the team. We've got our email on the website. I'd love to meet with them and get to know them and see how they could fit in.
Well, just give me an example of something that happens. I mean, you have homework sessions, or you out mowing lawns and washing people's dishes. Give me an idea of how you're engaging with people.
Yeah. So there's structured engagement and unstructured stuff. The structured stuff would be programmed, where we have I've done a lot of research in child development and all this kind of stuff, and it's very structured. There's time for homework help. There's time for advancement, so finding the ways that each kid needs to grow to get up to their grade level. And that's the kind of indoor time. And then the outdoor time, those two groups switch. That's games, mindfulness. So just doing something quiet for 10 minutes, something where you can calm yourself down, learning how to regulate your emotions, how to name your emotions. Because if a kid's angry and upset, a lot of them don't have the tools to actually be able to deal with that, or even just to name what emotion they're feeling. And so you're able to kind of help walk them through that, even just to be a presence in their life, discipline-wise, that wants them to come. When they mess up, it's not, okay, you're never coming back. It's like, no, we want you here. Right. We want you to grow. So we're going to talk to you. We're going to talk to your parents. And maybe you take one day off, but we want you to come back. Like, it's very restorative, and it's very dignifying for the families and for the kids.
So is it, I mean, you're at that one site, obviously. Do other volunteers come and help at that site that aren't living there?
Yes.
Or is it all up to you?
Yep. So it's me and a team of 2 other people that are the formalized volunteers. Our commitment is here, a certain amount of hours, all that kind of stuff. And then we have volunteers from the community. We need at least 2 volunteers every day of the week that are reliable, that are coming in for this semester, or even just for the year, that can help us just manage the kids and be there, and even just like a couple, maybe parents are coming and are volunteering together to be this model of a marriage for the kids. Nice. Maybe 2 siblings are coming to be this model for the kids of what it could look like for 2 siblings to get along. So there's all of these amazing opportunities to invest in them, and you can know the impact you have, some of that, but a lot of it is like stuff you might not immediately see, stuff that will impact them further along. There's no wasted opportunity when you're investing in kids.
Right. Well, it looks like your organization needs a couple things. It needs people like you who will actually give up their life for a year and go live amongst these communities with needs. Second, you need people day to day to come set examples, to be there and just to help out. And third, you need money. And I want to keep bringing us back to this virtual ball that's coming up. I think it's September 16th, September 18th, September 18th. What day of the week is that, by the way?
That is a Friday night.
Friday night, September 18th at 6 o'clock. Go to Care Fresno. That's the best place to find out more about it, carefresno.org.
Yep.
Well, I've asked a million questions here, Carlson. We're running out of time. I just want to leave it to you. You want to tell us anything more about you or the organization we haven't touched on yet? I know we could talk for hours, but just let
Sorry, I cut out there for a second.
Yeah, we got you back now. Anything you want to add?
Good. Yeah. I do want to add that this is the core staff and the core values of Care Fresno is as a Christian organization, and we want to love our neighbors, and the best way to love your neighbors is to live with them. So that's a part of the core of who we are. But that doesn't, like, we want everybody to be able to come and invest in these kids. Nice. You don't have to be a Christian. You don't have to be somebody who agrees with us on everything. But you do have to agree with the purpose of why we're here, to invest in the youth and the families, mentoring through the programs, through connecting with them and loving them. And if anybody, too, would want to find out more information, I would love to talk with them. I would just love to hear their heart, or if they want to hear my heart in all this. My email is carlson@carefresno.org. Super easy. Or just go to carefresno.org. And we'd love to just talk to you and understand kind of where you're at, or even if you want to come and go on a distanced kind of walk around one of the neighborhoods, visit program, any of those ways to learn more and kind of see what it's like.
Well, Carlson, I'm inspired by you that you've given up your time to go. I don't want to say it looks like a really nice place to live. I don't want to sound like you took a big step down or something. It's a beautiful place to live. But
Yeah.
you're really, really reaching people. And I hear so many people trying to do things to help in a community. And you're really doing it full time, all around the clock, it looks like. Are you in school now, by the way?
Yes. Yeah, Fresno State.
And has it started? Are you doing virtual? Do you go on campus?
Yeah, all virtual. It's nice. I can just kind of look out my window sometimes, like, oh, those people are walking by, and then go back to my Zoom session. And
yeah, that's nice.
It is what it is.
All right, Carlson, Herbert, Care Fresno. There's a big virtual ball on September 18th at 6 p.m. Go check it out. Don't wait till September 18th. Go right now to carefresno.org. Check it out. Find out what they do. And, Carlson, I want to have you back again and talk to you more. I'm very inspired by what you do.
I'd love to come in and give you guys updates, talk about what's going on in the neighborhood.
We'll be back with more.
Thank you, guys.
We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.